Actually, while we're on that, we might as well hit this. President Obama and the Democrats in Congress got a compliment and an endorsement, but I don't think they got it from where they wanted it. Cuban revolutionary leader Fidel Castro on Thursday declared passage of American health care reform a miracle, and a major victory for Obama's presidency, but couldn't help but chide the U.S. for taking so long to enact what the communist Cuba achieved decades ago.
This is the confirmation we needed.
Absolutely. This is what we needed.
I heard a segment on talk radio earlier. Since I'm on that, I kind of keep up with what's going on there. Mm-hmm. And a senator from an eastern state was talking about, well, we finally got this done and everything. He says, now it's going to take a little longer to get control of the people. I mean, he tried to backpedal. Control of the people, and what he was saying was actual. But he tried to backpedal and say, well, I mean, control of the machinery. Control of the machinery. But he'd actually used the statement, control of the people. Wow. So no wonder Fidel enjoys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what the world calls a Freudian slip, where
or a godly exposure,
or out of the issues of the heart the mouth speaketh. That's the Bible version.
Here it is.
The abundance of the heart.
It says, it is really incredible that 234 years after the Declaration of Independence, the government of that country has approved medical attention for the majority of its citizens, something that Cuba has been able to do half a century ago.
They have a
Funny,
model.
It sounds more Russian than Spanish, doesn't it?
I get the point. It's a foreign. It's a foreign thing you're going for,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, see.
In other words, it's not supposed to sound like me. That's all.
Oh, good. But the funny part is he's approved health care. No, he hasn't. What that did was it mandated that you'll pay for it.
Exactly right.
See, the communist model or socialist model, once we get there, will be the government supplies it. But they're going there by increments. Right now, the only thing that happened is if everybody in the whole world went out and bought, or everybody in the whole United States went out and bought insurance right now, and we're paying for it, that's what that bill mandates right now. It's making you buy it.
It's making you buy it, and plus the government will be offering plans as well.
When they made insurance mandatory, remember? Never mind. You guys can't remember. You're not that old.
Auto insurance mandatory.
I heard about that.
Mandatory. I remember reading that. When they made it mandatory, it went up. Because now the companies couldn't say, okay, well, we'll insure good people and you're bad people, you can't do it. They had to insure everybody, and they had SR21 rates thing. But by and large, across the board, it went up because now everybody had to have it. When the government mandates it, it will drive it up. So the insurance costs will go up.
Because you're forced to get it. And there's going to be some, I don't know what they call it, monopolizing. There's going to be some redlining. There's going to be some price fixing. I guarantee you. I saw a little something interesting on the corn market, in the corn industry, and how they price fix things. And it is absolutely amazing.
You say this to a guy from Iowa?
Yeah, wait, corn. There it is. No, there's a lot of price fixing that goes on among these major companies. And they all get together and they say, you know what, take the gas companies. I guarantee you there's price fixing going on. Why would the price of mobile gas be the same as Glenn's gas, for example?
Well, why should we let one make more money than us?
Companies. What's that?
Why should we let one make more money
exactly.
than us?
That's called price fixing.
While you're talking about gas, you want to know something strange? You watch this. You watch and see. The gas that's in the tank in the ground at a gas station, my dad owned a service station. That's already been purchased, paid for, whatever you want to call it. But that gas in the ground might have been purchased at $2.10 a gallon. But as the price goes up, the pump goes up to $2.89 a gallon.
Right.
So there's no lag time behind it. When they raise what's going to be, what was, goes up.
So tying this into a nationalized healthcare service, what they've really done, I mean, it's a great thing. They've streamlined the fixing of prices, so now they don't have to call each other anymore. It's just one set price.
Well, no, there's going to be there's going to be a lot of price fixing going on. I guarantee you. There's going to it was already a monopoly in the first place when Medicaid really came into place, because then Medicaid could demand this and demand that and demand other things and force either them to lower the prices or raise the prices or set the standard, and other insurance companies had to match that, or and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it was
the reform
wild.
that was needed, that really needed to tackle the heart of the issue, which was greed. This health care reform didn't take care of that. All it did is to put that greed, the control of that wealth into the hands of certain individuals.
Now, fellas, the Bible says this. It says that the just shall live by faith. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens is this health care is mandating taking away my ability to live by faith.
That's true.
So it's impinging upon my religious freedom. It's impinging upon my liberty. It's all sorts of things. So Michael Cox, the Attorney General of Michigan, went on board on a lawsuit contesting constitutionality of this law. Mm-hmm. Now our governor, and by the way, I'm not a part owner of this station, so don't blame the station for what I'm about to say. This is my own opinion, all right? Our blessed governor is mad at Michael Cox because he had the audacity to oppose that. She said he doesn't have the legal authority to put Michigan on record as being opposed to health care. Well, he has as much legal authority to put us in opposition as she had to put us in support thereof.
Exactly. Exactly
there,
right.
I said it.
You said it. It's out.
I put it out there.
It's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I think there's right now 16, maybe 20 attorneys general across the United States that are suing, that are petitioning for the constitutionality of it.
Yep.
Because of the mandate and restriction on the constitutional liberties that are guaranteed, rights that are guaranteed us. Mm-hmm. So.
Yep.
Now, I don't have the direct quote in front of me here, but House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was quoted basically saying that with the passage of this health care bill, that we honored in some way our founding fathers.
Oh, yeah. We read that the other day. Let's see if I can find that article again. She was saying, like, it is so wonderful that you're here and it will make our founding fathers very proud and all this stuff. It says, how dare she? How dare anybody who's part of that crew mention our forefathers in that way?
When you read history upside down and backwards, I suppose she could get that.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Or if you're trying to convince a bunch of people who have never read anything that it's reshaping the values that America was founded on by re-educating people.
Absolutely.
Lansing, Michigan, Attorney Mike General Cox today, this is on March 22nd, announced that Michigan has joined the state of Florida in a lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of health care legislation passed by the unsaved House of Representatives, U.S. House of Representatives Sunday night, H.R. 3590. Congress's attempt to force Michigan families to buy health insurance or else, catch that or else part, that's kind of like guys say when they've got that gun to your head, give me your money or else. What's the or else? Raises serious constitutional concerns, said Cox. We'll fight to defend the individual rights and freedoms of Michigan citizens. Oh, by the way, as I was calling this up, I didn't have it with me. I was looking it up. The article was on a magazine at home. But as I was calling it up, I scrolled across the thing and it says Mike Cox for governor. Didn't know about that one, but it's in there. So.
Wow. There it is.
That quote, by the way, we believe that this act, this is Nancy Pelosi, that this act that was passed tonight is an all-American act honoring our founders' vows to the future.
Nice.
That's debatable.
Well, wait a minute. It depends on who's founders. Stalin and Lenin would have been pleased with it.
That's exactly
right.
Right.
That's right, and that's what Fidel Castro's over here.
More specific, yeah.
Well, and this is what I had it right here. Fidel Castro was saying that they needed to have control of the health care. They needed to have control of the press. They needed to have control of the where is it? It was very interesting. It's in Fidel Castro writes, since he gave power over to Raul, his brother, he continues to write essays that are titled Reflections. And he does this whole thing about he rants and raves about what's wrong with everybody else. But he brought up this healthcare and he was praising Obama and then saying, how dare it take so long? I should have gotten it much, much earlier.
Those aren't the people that I want approval by.
This is what it is.
Well, it's good we're getting it because now people can listen and say, hey, wait a minute, whoa. Why are they happy with it?
This is what the Cuban government, this is what they say you should be controlling. Healthcare, education, food, housing, utilities, transportations, and policies.
Well, let's see. We have the Department of Education. We now have health care. The government owns GM now.
Transportation.
Well, I mean, think about it. When the president can fire the CEO, we're now watching. Didn't it, just a few days ago? Didn't we talk about the government trying to ban salt in restaurants?
Yeah, in New York,
and trying to cover the food.
Well,
wait a minute, we have the Food, Drug, and Drug Administration.
They control food
And transportation. Department of Transportation. You know what? I think we're pretty well getting there, aren't we?
I think we're getting there very quickly. We just haven't admitted it yet.